Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video. Sometimes I wonder why I make these videos, but I know my channel's not growing as fast as I like, but I do like to express myself and my ideas. So I've been thinking about this goal. I think I did cover videos on this a while back, but I thought I'd do an updated version. So I hope it's not too much the same as the previous version. And I did do it quite a while back, so it is probably quite good to renew my goals or review them or whatever, or even just remind myself and others of those goals. So anyway, I myself am a Pan-Asianist as well as a Pan-Africanist. So I wanted to talk about some of my goals or dreams even for Asia. Anyway, I'm going to try not to waffle. I know I do these list videos a lot because lists, as I often say, help me to, again, sorry if I'm very repetitive, but lists help me to focus and analyze and that sort of thing. So anyway, so here goes. I'll try not to waffle too much, as I say, for the intro and for the rest of the video. So number one, I would love for Asia to be as united as possible and to have somehow, which would be hard to imagine with all the different, like in Africa, there are different tribal groups as well as religious groups. And I think it's similar in Asia, really. There are sort of different tribal or ethnic groups or whatever. They might not be called tribal, but they're kind of tribal or religious or whatever. And I think that is one of the things, unfortunately, that keeps Asia back. So I think it would be great to see Asia be united. I think they'd do even better and their economies would grow even faster with their hard work. I think unity is probably even greater than hard work, really, because it's when a country is united, it works together towards shared goals and aims and objectives and things like that. So yeah, I think unity is a really important thing, and probably even more important than hard work or things like that. And obviously, if they take action towards shared goals and that sort of thing. Number two, I'd love to look into what they can learn from each other, and having a Pan-Asian alliance in or network or whatever, a think tank or committee. I think with my alliterations, an Asian alliance sort of has an alliterative feel to it or something like that, or whatever. But yeah, as basically to work as a union, a network could be called the Asian Union, and have offices mainly in Central Asia, Central Asian countries, which is symbolical, as I've mentioned before, I'm sure, again, of being the central point which you could unite all the different Asian nations and work together on shared goals. For instance, economic development and growth and human rights and all sorts of things like that, and also yeah, all sorts of goals like that, and work together like on disputed territories, which I hope to come to. Like disputed territories could instead be used for instead as unifying places. Number three, I also dream to have more human rights, freedoms, animal rights, and things like that. Promote libertarianism, especially as a libertarian myself, as well as a Pan-Asianist, across Asia. And in terms of things like poverty reduction, I think it should be done through, rather than, I'm not a socialist or a communist or anything like that, so I don't think it should be done through force or through higher regulations or higher taxes. I think it should be done through lower taxes and deregulation and things like that, in my personal opinion. Obviously, I'm putting forward my own personal goals and dreams and things like that. Whilst at the same time, I don't want to be arrogant enough to say I'm always right or whatever. But yeah, so I'd say I hope to promote libertarianism personally, and also listen to, as I think libertarianism should also be about listening to other people's goals and not saying that you're always right, but also accepting that you might be wrong sometimes, and also, as I say, giving freedom of speech and expression. I think those are really important, and I hope to encourage those in Asia, across Asia. Number four, I also hope that countries like especially Malaysia, India, Indonesia, and Singapore work together on security and prevention of things like invasions or crime, criminality. I want to be careful. I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want the. Sorry, it keeps turning me offline again. I wouldn't want. No, I'm not sure why I'm having these problems again, but with the internet connection. But yeah, I wouldn't want us to be a target. So I'm trying to be careful how I express it. But yeah, I think Eurasians, like in Malaysia and Singapore, I think they're called Kristang, which is part of Portuguese because it's a Portuguese colony. And Anglo-Indians, like my own people, Anglo-Indians in India and Indos in Indonesia, but also like in Korea, like Hafus, I think they're called, no, Hapas, sorry, and in Japan, Hafus. Would love for Eurasians generally, in all possible Asian, including China and elsewhere, to work together on providing security and improving the way of life, quality of life, and things like that, and also, as I say, preventing things like invasions, division, terrorism, crime, or things like that, or the forms of crime or whatnot. So keeping the citizens safe and monitoring potential threats and looking at how to deal with them, whether they're economic threats or threats to people's personal security and safety. And I think all law-abiding citizens across Asia should be given rights, whatever religion or race or background they are, as long as they're law-abiding, and that they should be. Another thing is, like, on that note, is like, you're innocent till proven guilty, you're innocent till proven otherwise, regardless of what your background is or whatnot. So proper trials for people as well. So yeah, that sort of thing. As I say, innocent till proven guilty. But yeah, working on security, and not invading other nations, but working together on. In fact, I think the Asian Union or Asian Alliance or whatever should be there to discuss how Asian nations can avoid conflict with each other, and that could prevent things like a conflict between China and India, or China and Taiwan, or China and Japan, or whatever, and even ensure that countries like Russia or others do not have, because there's rumors that Russia could all try and invade Japan. So the Asian Alliance hopefully could prevent those things, if I'm talking about my dreams as well. But yeah, I could cover that point in more detail, but I realize the video is going a bit long, so moving on. Number 5, I hope, as I say, they work together on shared goals, and if Central Asian nations can host summits, conferences, events, and things like that, bringing together different Asian nations, talking about their different aspirations, political, financial / economic, or security, or any other such aspirations. Hopefully they can bring those nations together and have, as I say, conflict resolution, maybe even areas which were, again, I hope to cover this in more detail, but nations which are, where there's like disputed territories, could be actually used. Those disputed territories could be actually used to actually help those countries to network with each other. So those could be places where, like between China and India, where they network together rather than fight each other, and also where they bring forward their own points of view, and so they each get heard, and so hopefully that will bring conflict resolution, and, as I say, help with things like India's goals to become a $5 trillion economy, and China's goals to tackle poverty and things like that, where they discuss ideas and scientists can work together on solving issues like illnesses, diseases, natural disasters, and things like that. Number 6, I would love to promote Italian football across Asia, especially maybe as a reward for me supporting Asia, hopefully combining my love for Asia with my love for Italian football together. So I hope to promote Italian football, as I say, across Asia, all over Asia, and as well as around the world. But yeah, number 7, also the same with Celtic. And if I'm talking about my dreams and prayers, I hope that God will bless Asia, all being well, God willing, and Godspeed. But I think there should be rights for minorities and religious freedom and things like that. Number 8, again, I'd love for Asian nations to talk about positive things about each other rather than negative things, and to just think about some of the positives in Asia, and that sort of thing. Number 9, I'd love to promote Asian poetry, art, writing, and things like that, and architecture and design and different things that are made in Asia, Asian entrepreneurs and enterprises and things like that. And number 10, I hope to promote youth rights and empowerment, and giving the chance for and opportunities for young people. Like, I think it's important for young people to try to be given the freedom to make mistakes and fail, so that they can learn. Because you learn, I feel, through trial and error. You learn through imitation, trial and error, and asking questions. So I think it's important to give young people those rights. And one thing I probably dislike about Asia a little bit is that you have to respect your elders, which I think everyone should respect each other and teach each other what they know, and be polite and well-mannered with each other equally. So anyway, those are some of my views and dreams, and I'd love to hear what you think over, and I am out. Peace out.